obviously still one more season left. You guys have been looking and prepping for playoffs so far. What is the biggest challenge that the Knicks
I mean, they're a good team. They've been playing really good basketball this year. From their starting five into their bench crew, they have some depth. With Grimes, Quickly, Toppin. Those guys put up some big numbers, even though the rest of the guys, but they're capable of scoring and shooting the ball well. Of course, you got Jalen, RJ, and Julius. Those got all-star caliber players that can score in bunches. So they have a lot of threats and some depth. So but we have home court. So we fought for it. We know our fans will be behind us to help us a lot. And we got some guys here that are looking to prove themselves. So we got a couple guys with a chip on their shoulder. Some guys first-time playoffs. But I believe we are a very disciplined team that if we do what we're supposed to do, we play our game, that there's not anybody we can beat.
And obviously, you have that playoff experience. What can home court advantage for you guys, especially for this kind of experience? What does it work?
Well, statistically, I think it's like +4 or something like that.
Yeah.
But when you're in your own building, your home building, that gives you a little more adrenaline, a little more excitement to be able to make shots or make those extra plays, especially when game's a game of runs. Basketball's a game of runs, especially in this league. So when that team goes on a run, if you're on the road, it's a lot harder to get out of that run. At home, it's a lot easier to turn around. It's a lot easier to get back into a game. It's a lot tougher on the road. So so they earned it. They earned their rest days, and they got home court advantage. So hopefully we take advantage of it and protect home like they've been doing all year. We've been doing all year, playing that defense that we played all year as number one defense for most of the year, and giving ourselves a chance to on the road. The championship team's got to win the road, so we got to go in their building and get one.
What's the most important piece of knowledge you think you can hand down to these guys as they first go through the postseason?
Just embrace the moment. Don't think too much into it. Have fun, play basketball. At the end of the day, it is a basketball game, and guys play their best basketball when they're having fun. But every possession matters. Everybody's going to continue to say it over and over. You'll see that any play can determine or change a series or change a game, and every game, every possession matters. So you can't go in lackadaisical. Can't go in missing assignments. You got to be locked in. Know your matchups. Know your personnel. Know who you're guarding. Know how we want to execute our principles, and go out there and play and have fun. Don't be scared of the moment. Shoot the ball when you're open, and knock down shots like they've been doing all year.
Danny, what have you seen from this group that lets you know you guys are ready for what's ahead?
Just the leaders of this team with Don and Ricky. Where Ricky sets the table and gets guys to play the right way. Don leading them, being a superstar, humble superstar that's not selfish, making the right play. Kind of taking Darius and Evan and J.A. under his wing a little bit. I mean, they're younger, but J.A.'s got some experience in vert. Just in his game, coming off the bench, not just being just a scorer, but a playmaker. I like what they have, the chemistry they have together, and just the focus, and how much they really want it. So that gives me a lot of faith and a lot of confidence that, we can execute down the stretch or do what needs to be done when the time is, when it's necessary.
I mean, you've won 3 championships, so you know what it looks like, you know what it feels like. Does this group look like one that's capable of making that?
It could look like one. The whole thing is building momentum. You're not going to start out first game one, especially with a week off now, looking like a championship team. But you want each series to prepare you for the next series and get better as the series goes along. You want to figure out your opponent before they figure you out and make the proper adjustments to beat them, and hopefully do the same with the next opponent. Anything can happen. I've seen years with the best team. The best team doesn't always win. You have to have not a lot, but a good amount of luck on your side with staying healthy, and guys executing and having some role players step up.
Of those title teams that you've been on, what are the most, consistent habits that you've seen on those teams that define them?
Just the defense of being on the string and talking, communicating, figuring it out. The right adjustments of making it difficult on a team, because there's going to be stretches where you're going to have cold slumps and not shooting the ball well. Those are the games you have to rely on your defense to keep you in the game and to give you a chance at the end.
What's the key to this upcoming week, though? Like you said, it is a week from competitive game.
Obviously, staying in shape, staying healthy, getting guys 100% healthy, which is an advantage to us because we had some guys with some bumps and bruises, staying fresh. But the biggest thing is keeping guys in rhythm, finding a way to practice but not do too much where it wears on them or nobody gets hurt. But with that being said, I think the coaches know what they're doing. That's their job, and they're on top of it, and they've been doing it all year.
Do you feel you've done enough to be in the rotation?
That's a question for above me. I think not with just the time that I have here. I think that I've proven that I'm comfortable to know the system enough. Um, I think they know that I'm capable of giving what we might need if necessary. But there's a lot of guys in the playoffs. There's not a lot of minutes on the game in the basketball court, and there's a lot of guys here that have earned their minutes and been in rotation and used to rotation. And some adjustments may happen. You never know, but. Playing this league for many years I've played in, I think people know what I'm capable of doing. And I think showing them that I know the offense and the system, and that I'm still capable of being able to move. I haven't taken that many steps back from where I was a year ago. Will hopefully put some confidence in the group and the coaching staff that they can rely on me when the time is necessary, when it's needed.
Your rookie season, you went to the postseason with this organization for the first time, and now that you're back in the postseason with this organization. Does that really feel like a full circle moment for you? Like you started getting some playoff experience with some exposure to it with the Cavs, and now you're back with the Cavs again?
A little bit. It's hard for it to happen because I've only been here such a short time. If I would have started out here in the beginning of the season, go to do preseason with the group, be around the city a little bit more. But yeah, driving around the city and having some familiarity with it, having a little deja vu or just weird memories of when I was here. It's a lot different now than when it was, but so just having a little nostalgia of the time that I was here before, it kind of gives me a little bit of a full circle moment, but not the full on the way it should.
And you stress how important it is just to be healthy throughout the entire postseason.
Yes.
Is having this week off before the playoffs start really beneficial to make sure you guys are 100%?
100%. I think it probably helps them more than it helps us. I know they have more injuries than we do. I know they're trying to get Julius back 100% healthy with that ankle, and I think that week definitely helps him. We definitely use it for all teams that have clinched playoff positions. Deserve a couple of days rest to get prepared and ready and have that advantage to getting their guys healthy.
It might be a long one, so hang with me here.
Okay.
I've been trying to figure out how to phrase it.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned that there's nothing like playoff basketball. There's no way to replicate that in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
And for some of these guys, they're about to face the playoffs for the first time in their career. Is there something that you've noticed in the past with guys that will let you know how they're going to handle their first playoffs?
The big games throughout the season. That's when the lights are brighter. You see who steps up. And your superstars are going to be superstars. Some of them, very few of them shy away from the bright lights. Most of the time, they're going to raise their game and play great basketball. But the role players are going to be the ones that's going to win it for you. And to see which role players step up, which one of our guys can be X factors, and give us a lift is going to be the key. More games than none against their X factor guys. So it's at the big games you could tell a little bit, but you won't be able to see it fully until game one happens.
Is there any question in your mind that Julius will play?
No. I think so. They had some time off. He's had some time off. I think everybody's going to play everybody, and it's playoff time.
Yeah.
There ain't no I'm taking a rest there or I'm sitting out. If you can go, which most guys can, fight through some injuries, I think you'll see most teams 100% attendance or 100% of their roster, fighting through or pushing through whatever injury they had, unless it's something that's very serious.
Right.